The announcement tool is a very convenient way to communicate consistently with your students. It also gives students a central location for referencing important information and reminders you post. The announcements channel displays information right on the class homepage, which is also a good place for students to check for new information when logging into class. And the announcements tool can be added to your class shortcuts, a quick one-click access to all of your current announcements. Clicking on the new announcement button opens a detail page. Simply fill in the fields and check the attributes you want to implement for the announcement. As already seen, announcements are displayed by their subject lines, so really make them count. The subject often determines if and when students even open the announcement. So your message attached to the subject red striped zebra will probably get read a lot sooner than something like Unit 3 animals. If you want your announcement to be visible for student reference even after they've read it, make it sticky. The item will stay in their announcements channel until it expires. This feature is going to be great for messages like how to get help or important dates about this semester, so they can easily reference it again and again. You can also send information to your students via email, and this is just by checking the Publish email box. Don't worry about using this feature because even if they don't check their email, the announcement will still display in the class. And when your announcement is really important and you don't want students to miss it, put it in a pop-up window. So when your students log into the class, the message displays front and center. They'll have to read it or click away before they can do anything else in the class. Now, these attributes we've gone over are actually governed by campus level settings. So if you don't see these features, ask your campus administrator about them. And if you forget how a feature works, just hover over the question mark for a quick tip. Now, by default, each announcement is viewable by all the members of the class. But you can easily target specific groups of students or even include public viewing for guests by just checking the appropriate box. The communication will still display with all the relevant features you set it up with, but only to the students in the groups specified. So this is especially handy when your students are doing small group work and you have unique messages for those different groups. Use the rich text editor tools in the HTML toolbar to craft your message. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the brief tutorial for rich text editing tips and incorporating videos, images, and links. It will inspire you to create powerful and informative announcements for your audience. And if you need to attach something to your message, just click inside the box. You can browse both your computer files and your Cruiser personal files for the items that you need. Then if you're ready, click Post the Announcement. Your announcement will be visible to students immediately on the available date, as the system's daily processing time is 12 a.m. It's also helpful to know that the announcements are no longer visible on their expiration date at 11:59 p.m. When announcements expire, they don't disappear, but they're stored in your announcement list. You can update and reuse them or delete them when you're done. If you still have some tweaking to do, you can still save it as a draft. You can come back to it later and finish your job. Finally, you can enable students to subscribe to class announcements through the published RSS feed. This just means that the system will also deliver announcements by automatically downloading them to the subscriber's computer so they can be viewed in other programs of their choosing, like maybe Live Bookmark or My Yahoo or Microsoft Outlook or a common feed list. RSS feeds allow students to get the information even without logging into class. Announcements are a super powerful communication tool, and you're going to use them a lot.